example. This is supposed to be a D, and this is supposed to be a P. Now, I can't tell the difference. Maybe it's me. But go ahead, take a good look there.
Yeah, well,
you can help.
And a half, though.
Hey, I know how old stupid Sarah is. look at this drawing. Look at this drawing now.
Looks like, hey, is that Dylan? Dylan,
well, yes,
is that Dylan's homework?
Yeah. You know, you folks have done some traveling, haven't you? You've been around, you're adults. Maybe do you see that up there? Can you tell me what that is? The sun? Yeah. Could you settle a bet for me, Giebler? You see a smiley face on there? Yes or no? It's Sarah, it has one.
Look, I'm sure that what she's trying to say is that when the sun is shining, everybody's happy and everyone is smiling. I think that's what...
Everyone's happy, everyone's smiling.
Yeah, is that what you think? Well, let me tell you something. I don't know what planet you're from, Gieblers, but on this planet, the planet Earth, the third planet from the unsmiling sun, people aren't very happy. A third of children on this planet go to bed hungry every night without food, but I guess that doesn't matter to you and obviously well-fed, stupid little Sarah.
Welcome back, my loves, my lilies, laws, dudes, lads, sugar mountains, mountain laurels, the garden, right? Let's go. What are we looking at? I don't know. Let's check it out. But let's see what we're going to see. Oh, yes. All right, guys. Hope you're having a beautiful weekend. Got some good coffee here. Let's go. Hey, let's look at some stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, I knew there'd be a T-Rex in here somewhere. All right. Yeah, we got some photos here, guys. Woo. That's some hard-hitting evidence. Let's see here. Hang on. What else we got? More of the T-Rex. Oh, another picture of the T-Rex card. What's this? Happy birthday. What do we got here? Oh, picture of the kitchen. Brian Koberger's apartment. Right. Wow. Yeah, there's a nice picture of the underneath the sink there. What else we got? Ooh, we got a picture of the sink. Ooh, it's a double sink, guys. Oof. I'll tell you, some scary stuff here. Wow, what is that? Oh, we got a drying rack there for the dishes. Wow. Oh, we got a little utility drawer there with screwdrivers and tape. Man, I'll tell you, some scary evidence here. Oh, what do we got here? Ooh, empty drawer. Wow, look at all that. Hey, maybe we're gonna get a frozen pizza one night. Yeah, scary, guys. Really scary. Hey guys, I just want to show you these a little bit. These are some of the new ones that came out of his apartment. Ooh, dishes, pans, more pans. I mean, this is not compelling stuff here, guys. Of course, they didn't find anything in his apartment. Where's Jack Showalter's apartment? I want to see those fucking crime scene photos. And now what I would consider crime scene. Yeah, this is a clean, almost desolate apartment, minimalist. Nothing here, guys. Nothing here. They didn't find anything, right? Got some olive oil. That's good. Yeah, guys. Woo, scary stuff here. Yeah. I like that olive oil. Tastes all right. Okay. Yeah, looks like a graduate student. I don't know. Single male graduate student. I don't know. Yeah, this is what we're getting, guys. This is part of the new Crime scene photos. Oh my God. On and on and on it goes. On and on and nothing, and on and nothing, and on and on and on. There's nothing here. All right, let's look at some other stuff. And well, yeah, if you know what you're doing with these, oh yeah, you don't need cable. I'm just saying. All you need is Wi-Fi. What else we got? Nothing. Books. Papers. Syllabi. More stuff. More papers. Yeah, this is... God, this is... Guys, this is compelling. I'll tell you, it's real compelling. Notebooks. Notebooks. Wow. Yeah. What else can we see here? I don't know. Let's see here. MPD release photos, media release photos, ISP release photos. Let's see what these are. Okay. So we got here. All right. More. Now, is this more of the house? There's the key lock. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, steps again. Steps again. Up the steps we go. Okay. Okay, here's the living room. Now, I don't remember in the original photos, I don't remember there being stuff on the couch. Now, I mean, maybe I could have just totally misremembered. Now there's stuff on the couch. Now there's crap on the couch. I could have just missed this, but there's clothing. There's a cup there. All right. Cups on the floor. Shit on the floor. R for the girl, something. All right. Yep. Here we go with the pong table. I don't recall seeing a Bud Light bottle. Do you guys remember seeing a Bud Light? I could have totally missed that. I have to go back and watch the body cam. Yeah. Bud Light limes. Hey, where's my $34? Bud Light lime. Bathroom. Taking pictures of dirty clothes in the bathroom. Remember? Dylan's friend taking pictures of dirty clothes. For no fucking reason. We got here. More of the bathroom where the washer and dryer is. Washer and dryer. All right. We got clothes on top. Where are the sneakers, Dylan? Where are the sneakers? Where are the sneakers, Dylan? Great, more of the bathroom, dirty clothes. Oh, there's the knife. There's the knife. Let's see if we get a close-up of it. Yep. So, just want to show this to you. People are like, oh no, there's not blood. There's no blood there. There's no blood. Well, these, look, okay. These are stains, okay. Right here, this is a stain. Here's a stain. There's the knife. Okay. Not a very big knife, I must say. It's not a very big knife. Now, to me, there looks like there's, I don't know, staining here. Could be the lighting. Could be the lighting of the picture itself. Looks like there's staining right here in the middle. But there is a stain right here on the table. And there's a stain right there. Don't know if that's blood. Could be something different. What else we got? Yeah, I don't see any other of those types of stains around here. All right. Let's see what else we got. Yep, we got the beer pong. There's the knife. Staining a little bit more present. You can see there's more staining. A little bit clear. So stain there, and the stain here. The knife does look like, see, look at the knife. Look at this on the knife here. Now this could be from the picture. But to me, this looks like there's a film or fog over the knife here. That's what it looks like to me. Okay. And then you got staining right there, and here and here. And here, there's staining. All right. Now, blood. Now, there shouldn't be blood there. Okay. There should not be blood there. Nope. More of the cups. And more of the cups. What else we got here? Got the thermostat. We got the bag back there. Doorway. All right. Yeah, see? Okay, here we go. There's the Jack-in-the-Box bag. That's been... I guess that's still the Jack-in-the-Box bag. There's something on the floor there. Looks like a note or a piece of paper. There's the Jack-in-the-Box bag, supposedly. The plant. Remember the plant I showed you guys? Now the plant... Where's the fucking plant? The plant should be right next to the sink here. The plant, yeah, things have been moved around here, guys. Things have been moved around here. The plant was down here. This is where the plant was originally, by the sink here. Unless there's another sink. The plant was here. Right here. With the dirt spilled out on the counter, and there's soap here. Now, and this was here. The bag was over here by this plant. In fact, the bag was right here. That's where it was. The little plant was here with the dirt spilled out. Now, where the fuck? Why is this fucking moved, guys? Things have been moved around here. Things have definitely been fucking moved. Let's see. Yes. That plant is not in the same location. The bag is not in the same location. The cup is not in the same location. There were things lined up. Look, we're going to go back. Yeah, that is totally off. That is totally different now. What the fuck? Things have definitely been moved around here. No doubt. From the time they took that original photo that was there that we saw yesterday, last night, there's definitely alteration of the crime scene here. Somebody moved those fucking items on the counter. No fucking doubt. No doubt. Oh my God. No doubt. No fucking doubt. Wow. What's that? Fuck. All right. That's not the same plant. The other plant was dead. Handprint, because there was something going on in the kitchen that was cleaned up. There's definitely rearranging of the kitchen items. Absolutely. Handprints, prints. Another part of the handprint. Handprint. There's, okay, all right. All right, now we're moving into the hallway here. Window. Steps. Railing. Up to the top. Okay. Up. More shit around. At the top of the stairs. Smoke alarm. There's a light. What else we got in here? Lights. More lights. More lights. White claws. Alright guys, I just want to show you a little bit more of the scene photos here. There has definitely been a rearrangement of the kitchen. There is no doubt about that. Somebody went in there and changed the way the kitchen countertop looked. That's not how it looked in the first photo that we saw yesterday. So who's fucking coming in and tampering with the crime scene, guys? That's not how the scene looked. This is bullshit. Now we can't trust anything that we're seeing in these photographs now. That's not the same plant. More fucking handprint. It's not how everything looked. God. More of these. More of that outside. More of the handprint again. More of that. More of that. Close-up of the lock. I like how this other lock was taken out at some point to make the door less secure. Dirty bathroom. Trash. All right, guys, I just want to show you a little bit more of the crime scene photos here. Yeah. Anyway, yes, that kitchen is totally rearranged. That kitchen is off. All right, guys, I want to show you a little bit more of that. All right, let's go.
I don't know what you expect from children, Mr. Best, but at least they're trying.
What do I expect from children? I'll show you. Look at this. Look at this. This was painted by a 6-year-old just this week. My son, Carl Jr., painted this. Look at the color. Look at the detail.
Look, maybe there's somebody else we can talk to.
Well, there's no little chance. Another thing. It's the pageant. You know what they wanted to do? You know what they wanted to do with the pageant? They wanted to do The Little Engine That Could. That's Sarah's favorite book. Sarah's favorite book. Yeah, it's a sweet little book. It's about a little train. He goes,
I think I can.
goes up the little mountain, and it makes it, huh? And it's so lifelike. It's so that life is just that way. You know, if you're positive and you really believe things can change, it can really happen, huh? Yeah, run, Keeblers! Instead, we're doing a thing I wrote. It's called Buried Alive. 6 guys trapped by the Vietnamese in Da Nang, just after the televisions. They put us in 5x2 tiger cages. We had to eat each other to survive. It was hell. Oh, it was hell, Keebler.
say this, but what exactly are your qualifications? I mean, I don't want to offend you. It just seems that you're so horrible.
Well, I can understand you saying that. I guess sometimes I come across a little too strong. It's because I care. Because I care about kids, Giebler. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's wrong to care as much as I do. Saddle up, Giebler! Ride my back because I tried!
Sorry. Wait a minute.
Well,
You're Sarah's teacher?
Why, yes, I am.
This.
Right, guys, on to supplement 95. All right, what do we got? We got suspect 1, a white male, 33 years of age. All right. Okay, let's see what this is about. 33-year-old male, white male. All right. Here's the narrative. Let's see what this is. All right. November 18th, 5 days after the unaliving. Switching back. All right, we got Detective Leslie Lehman along with Detective Jacob Schwecki. Interviewed 1989 date of birth at their Idaho, where he was employed. An email tip, number 40, had been sent to the Moscow Police Department requesting detectives investigate the whereabouts of a subject, most likely to be on November 12th and the 13th, due to his lengthy behavior issues and his living within close proximity to the King Road house. Oh yeah, Moscow officers were able to provide information regarding including his current employer. Blank agreed to sit down to an interview at 12 p.m. The interview was audio recorded. All right, let's see. He did not know anything about the unalivings on November 13th. He said he did not know any of the victims. He had not heard anything around town and was only familiar with the case based on what has been released on the news. He confirmed he lived on near the area where the homicides occurred. He said he was at the church during the evening hours of the 12th until 10 p.m. Following activity night at the church, from the church, he returned to his apartment where he remained until going to the center on November 13th at 12 p.m. He was alone at his apartment where he works on computers and watches movies while at his apartment. I guess that's what he was doing, right? He initially heard about the homicides at work. He did not hear or see anything unusual on the 12th near his apartment, of course. He seemed truly concerned about the homicides and wished he had more information. He said he does not spend time around the Greek community. All right. He worked Tuesdays through Fridays from 9:30 a.m. until closing. He has a history degree from the University of Idaho, but has not been involved with the university recently. All right, great. The audio recording of the interview has provided to Moscow Police Department to be attached to the file. Wonderful. Wonderful. Lehman. All right, that's it. Well, it's hard hitting there, guys. All right, 96. Let's keep going. 96. Another interview. Let's see what this is about. Suspect 1, a 26-year-old male this time. Moscow, Idaho resident. Relationship acquaintance, relationship girlfriend. All right, let's see what this holds for us. Let's see what this holds for us, guys. November 18th, Lehman again, along with Schwecki again, interviewed this person at his apartment in Moscow, Idaho. He was identified by Moscow Police Department officers as a suspect in a 2022. In 2022, he was a suspect from an incident in which he verbally threatened female University of Idaho students on a sidewalk. God. Oh my God. All right, 12:40 p.m. I located him at his apartment, and he agreed to come out and speak to me. The interview was not audio recorded. Oh, lovely. Lovely. All right, he said he was at work there until oh God, guys. Now I have to think about this. 11:30 p.m. on 11/12. He met with his girlfriend at John's Alley Bar. He was unsure of times in the early morning hours after leaving the bar, but confirmed a Moscow Police Department officer gave and him a ride to his apartment due to her amount of intoxication. So, Moscow Police Department officer now giving rides to drunk people back to their apartments. That's interesting. He walked home from apartment and remained in his apartment, waking at 1 to 2 p.m. on the 13th of November. He said blank was in the apartment with him and was still there sleeping when left in the afternoon hours on the 13th. He said he learned of the homicides from the news and from others in the area. He did not know the victims and did not spend time with the college students. He removed his sweatshirt, showing me his arms and neck. There were no marks on him or his arms, neck, or face. All right. Is that it? That's it for that. Okay. That was hard hitting there. DNA. Number 97. Let's see what this is. DNA. Spokane Medical Examiner's Office. Owner 1, white males, 39, Lewiston, Idaho. Okay, let's see what this DNA is about. All right, let's go. All right, November 23rd, 10 days after the event, we got Detective Lehman again, retrieved DNA swabs collected by the Spokane County Medical Examiner's Office from, date of birth 1983. The swabs were collected by pathologist Sean Ricky Ricardo. Hey, Lucy! During Blank's autopsy. Whose autopsy? Due to unusual behavior leading up to his death, Ricky Ricardo and his staff felt it necessary to secure his DNA sample and provide it for the Moscow homicide investigators. Interesting. So is this Kopaka we're talking about? Is this Kopaka? I don't know. I immediately transported the packaged swabs from Spokane and delivered them to the Moscow Police Department. Moscow Police evidence staff on the 23rd, MPD staff member Casey Macy, oh my God, Cassie, entered the evidence into the MPD system. The photographs I took to show chain of custody have been saved to a disk and will be given to Moscow Police Department for attachment to the supplement. All right, taking DNA swabs of a dead person. Now, who is this? Is this Kopaka? Is this Kopaka? Or is it that other guy who was wandering? Remember, he died in the hospital after being in an automobile crash. I don't know. Kopaka. Maybe. All right. Let's see. Maybe we'll do one more, guys, and leave it here for now. Okay, supplement 98. Interview. What do we got here? Lehman again. Coeur d'Alene. Okay, witness 1. We got a 19-year-old male. Red Rum, Idaho. Red Rum. Acquaintance. Okay, 4 acquaintances. And here's the narrative. All right. December 7th, Lehman again, along with Tim Schnell, interviewed this person, 19-year-old, in continuation of the homicide investigation in Moscow. His name was reported via the tip program as a person who knew Ethan and was described as odd. I called him, he agreed to come to the Idaho State Police District 1 office in Coeur d'Alene to be interviewed. I began the interview at 1:53 p.m. He said he was no longer attending the University of Idaho, and he was preparing to leave North Idaho to join the Navy. He confirmed his current address at in Red Rum, Idaho. He was roommate, blank was roommates, and blank was roommates and with this. Who was that? Reporting the unresponsive persons at the King Road Street on the 13th. Okay. He said he spent a great deal of time at the apartment at the King Road house. Okay. Blank said he, blank, and blank's girlfriend are close friends with victims Xana and Ethan. He said there are many members of the University of Idaho Greek community who spent time in the King Road house, eating and partying. He said the apartment was frequented by and He was a member of the but he had dropped during the first week of this year. He was still active in the Greek groups, including that. All right. Blank lived at in Moscow. Blank were blank, and blank. Said blank had gone to Mexico following the unalivings and was now in Boise. See in Cabo. Blank and blank were still residing at the apartment in Moscow. Dylan and Bethany were still residing at the house in Moscow. Or, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. On November 12th, I think I'm reading that wrong. On November 12th, blank said he was staying in with his father so he could purchase a new phone. He went back to Moscow on the 13th, driven by his father. He arrived back at his apartment at 8 a.m. The early drive to Moscow was not unusual for his father due to his work schedule. Him and his father bought groceries and was dropped off. He spent the morning catching up with and M's boyfriend, blank, and blank. The group was saying goodbye to blank, who was leaving at 11 a.m. to transfer to Boise for graduate school. Okay. All right. Well, that's weird, but whatever. I don't know. He said he was hanging out on the couch when blank said he was going to check on and at their apartment. You mean the King Road house? What the fuck? Stop calling it an apartment. Blank said he was hanging out on the couch when blank said he was going to check on blank. So Dylan and Bethany at the King Road house. Blank said blank's girlfriend, blank, went with him to the King Road house. Blank lived there. Blank did not know why he was going to check on Dylan and Bethany and was not told who asked him to go to the house. Shortly after he left, the police activity in the area began. All right. So who are we talking about here? Hunter? Hunter Chapin? Hunter Johnson? Emily? Okay, now we're going to check at the King Road house. What the fuck? He considers himself an acquaintance of Maddie and Kaylee and did not know them very well. He does not think he is on social media with any of the victims, but would be in pictures of a trip to Priest Lake with Ethan. He was in the King Road house in the early part of the week of the 7th of November. He has been in several of the rooms within the house. The house. Stop calling it an apartment. Urgh. Fucking idiots. He texted, do I have to show that clip again of Sam Kinison? Oh my God. He texted Chapin after he learned of reports of an incident at the King Road house. Oh my God. I thought you were there, but did not have any communication with any of the victims in the 48 hours leading up to the homicides. He could not speak to any knowledge of the victims feeling unsafe. He said there are fist fights in his apartment complex and in the parking lot. He has witnessed 2 of the fights. He was involved in one of them, in which an unknown male walked into his apartment and punched him in the face. What the fuck? Oh my God. Other people with the male broke up the fight. Well, who's this guy? Walking into somebody's apartment, just punch him in the face. Huh, sounds like another potential suspect. He said the fight was in September. He has never seen the unknown male or his friends in the area again. Fuck are these people? Oh my... Moscow, what is going on in your fucking weird-ass shit fucking town? People just walking into somebody's apartment and punch them in the face. Okay. Oh my God. I mean, if you could believe that, right? He said he kept the door of his apartment locked due to the amount of drunk people around the area. Yeah, I imagine. He said he knew most of the people that live in the area of the King Road house and cannot think of anyone who would commit the murders, the unalivings. He knew the back sliding door of the King Road house is always left unlocked, and many people are aware of that. There you go. Remember, everybody's a target. Everybody was at risk. Okay. He is friends with blank and blank. He is friends with Dylan and Bethany, the surviving roommates at the King Road house, and usually hung out with them in a group of friends. He knew Dylan and Bethany. All right, he volunteered DNA samples, and I secured the swabs. All right, audio of the interview was saved to a disc. The disc and the swabs were packaged and signed for transport to the Moscow Police Department. All right, is that it? That is it for that, guys. F you. Okay. We'll pick it up there. We're at 99. F you. Yeah. What do you think, guys? Interesting stuff. All right. Interesting, guys. Interesting. People walking into people's apartments, just punching them in the face. Okay. We got alteration of the kitchen. The kitchen is definitely altered. Somebody rearranged those items. That is not how the kitchen looked originally. So the kitchen was tampered with, in my opinion. And now we can't trust anything we see in those photographs anymore. Nope. Not one fucking bit. All right, guys, I hope you liked that one. Gonna be on here later on. We'll keep going, keep doing more stuff. All right, I love you all, babies. I hope you have a beautiful day. If it's still the weekend, I hope it's still beautiful for everybody. And so on and so on and so on. All right, bye-bye. I love you, my God. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.